At school to kind of say that. When I found this guy. There we go. Where is he?
How smart does he always look? He's always dressed and impressed. When I was in prison, he come on the visit. Come walking in like a three-piece suit. I said, we're in jail.
Well, just in case, there were any...
You look good. You always look good.
I always do recognise you with your ginger jihadi beard.
That's gone. I know.
Well, these are already grown back.
It's coming back and it's... I know.
So, today is going to be interesting. So, I know we have a lot of citizen journalists, independent media already here, Voice of Wales and others. You've been talking about this all day, but today is crucial because as you were coming out of Wood Hill Prison because of the documentary, you then found out that there's going to be another court case because of the riots and protests that happened that summer, and you were not even in the UK, they were blaming it on you. And then some journalists were trying to hunt you down on your family. So explain what happened and why we're here today.
So the riots kicked off in the summer. I wasn't in the country, okay? When they kicked off, the first day they mentioned the English Defence League in Southport. And I knew from that point they're framing me. I knew it, yeah? I knew it. Let me read you this, right? So from that moment, I found this morning. I wish I found it yesterday. This is the press awards, yeah? The press awards from the Daily Mail. Let me read you what they say. Tommy Robinson on holiday. Our photograph of Tommy Robinson stoking the flames of the post-Southport race riots from the safety of a Cypriot sunbed became one of the defining images of this summer's disorder. So this summer's disorder, which was in response to 3 beautiful children being butchered by Axel Rudakabana, the defining image of the riots is me on a sunbed. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, they're going to get an award. They're going to get awards for this joke. Yeah,
really?
But what they done? So Keir Starmer comes out straight away and he blames the far right. Yeah, the reason being, people are angry in every town and city, and rather than address the reason why they're angry, they just straight away blame an ideology. So then they don't have to have the discussion. Now, many of the riots, what people don't realise, people rioted in Hull, where the jihadists left the local hotel, a migrant, and butchered and murdered a man in a terrorist attack. People rioted in Tamworth. Well, a migrant left the hotel and raped a woman in Tamworth. Most of the reasons why people were rioting in towns and cities, Rotherham, where the migrants left and sexually harassed young children. Liverpool, where the migrants left and sexually arrested girls in their school uniforms. So local people are angry, but rather than discuss the reason why they're angry, they just blame me. And after blaming me, they then used the media to put me on the front page. But what they did is they come to my family's holiday. I had 4 families, lots of children, second day of having a relaxing time. They gave the location where we were, which they didn't have to do. They could have run their news story and lied if they wanted to, but not say where I was and not put images of my innocent members of my family. Bearing in mind they know there's death threats because the Daily Mail have done this already on my holiday in Tenerife. And I caught them then. And then when I caught them then, I spoke to the editor and said, you cannot publish images of innocent members of my family. Okay, do what you want about me. I'm used to it. You lie all the time. I don't care. I do care, but it's not, I don't want you to put innocent people in danger. But they put the pictures of my family up. And what they don't like is the fact that they've lost control. Because of X, because of channels like Mayor Tousi's, because of independent citizen journalism, they no longer can spoon feed and lie to the public about who people are or what narrative to push on the country. Today, I'm going to walk into that courtroom. If it wasn't for platforms like this and all the citizen journalists now that are forming, I would walk in, the media would tell the whole country that I've caused fear of violence. You would be fed a narrative and a headline that makes you think I've been violent and aggressive. Whereas the truth is, when they tracked down my family and photographed us, I literally just went from holding the camera like that to holding it like that. I turned the camera on them and I said, I'm now going to do it to you. I found out where you are and I messaged them, no threats. There's no evidence of any threats. I messaged them saying, I'm coming with my camera. You're going to have to answer some questions on camera, okay? You have endangered my children. Now, I don't think people can quite concept. When they did this on the 5th of August, in those next 3 days, threats to kill my children, I had to move mum and dad out of the country because the police went there with an Osman warning. I had threats to rape all my family. My children are of the age now where they read these things. So I had a whole family who were broke down, crying and scared. I had to leave the hotel after 1 day because the owner came in and said, men turned up the next day at the hotel. All different men turned up looking for me. Yeah? Al Jazeera News, BBC News, Sky News were all on the location, walking around the hotel. So the manager said, please, can you leave? And I had to leave. I left the children to have a holiday, but I left to leave. And because I turned the cameras and said I'm going to ask them some questions, I'm going to court today and facing 10 years.
We're going to walk and talk because you were saying earlier before we went live, what you think is going to happen today in court.
Shall I put it that side?
Yeah, you do that.
Yep.
So what do you think is going to happen today? This is the first day of the trial. Well, it's the first day of the court session, court hearing.
that right?
Is it going to be a one-day thing, or do you
I think today I'll walk in and they're going to impose conditions. I think that's what the intention of today is. They hope to give me conditions which will limit me talking, gag me on this issue, so then the media can spoon-feed the narrative to the public for the next 12 to 18 months of this court case, saying that I cause fear of violence. Well, if you can see the truth, which my video went out last night, so watch it, yeah?
So you think when
thank you very much, bro. Cheers, man. Thanks, cheers. See you later.
Yeah, mate, cheers. So you think once we go in, when we come out, we're not allowed, and you're not allowed to actually talk about the details of...
That's what I believe, yeah. I believe they'll gag me on discussing what's happened. That's what I think. But I don't know that, yeah? But I just think... Of course, yeah. And they come with these charges. The day after we got the verdict that I was going to be released from prison, the next day, the police turned up. And when the police turned up, I'd said to the officers in prison, they're not going to let me out of here. You know, I kept thinking they're going to come, hit me with more charges, hold me on remand. And then when he walked in, he said, police are here. I said, and I just looked, I said, I told you, I knew it. There's not been one time, since I opened my mouth in 2009, when I first started my activism, there's not been one day where I haven't been waiting for court. Not one. And that is a campaign, relentless campaign of state targeting, using lawfare as their weapon. A relentless campaign. Now, what's the purpose? Say today, it's costing £5,000 nearly, yeah?
Really?
Today, yeah? I've had to be in London all day going through the lawyers. I've spent the last 7 days, not with my children, working non-stop every day to put together the mini documentary that's gone out last night. Yeah. So it takes up your time, it takes up your energy, emotionally, it takes up everything. And that's the purpose of the case. But unfortunately for them, I show the public now, because all the headlines you read on my Wikipedia page about my previous convictions, you'd read them and think I've done things wrong.
Well, it's like when the leader of Reform said that you've been beating up women.
Just lies. He's taking the media narrative.
Do you think it's likely?
Yeah.
Just put a microphone on you.
Can you walk with that?
Yes. Walk and talk. Yeah.
And you can hold that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, walk and talk.
Right, well, let's go.
Give me a couple of seconds. Let me just.
You got water? Anyone got water?
No.
Can I nick that water, bruv? Cheers.
He's got monkeypox, don't he?
You've got Mars bar and all, have you? Go on.
I've got to remember to take the mic when we go in.
Ready, Wendell?
Yeah, we're ready.
You do this. Hang on. Oh.
Who loves Wendell's personality, eh? I was sitting in the car, I'm really tired, and I was sitting in the car, and then I turned on live stream watching Wendell, and he's like, yes!
Big up.
He's always happy. Come on.
So
We're walking.
Careful, car.
Let's walk down the road and
Sorry.
hundreds and hundreds of
Oh, be glad.
people waiting for you. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
How are you feeling, sir, knowing that you're appearing at Westminster Magistrates today for some foolish charge?
Frustrated. The purpose of this is lawfare. There's not been one date since I first opened my mouth in 2009, not one, but I haven't faced prosecution and waiting for a court case. And this time, when I was getting out of prison, the whole time I was in there, I said to the officers, I guarantee you they don't let me out of here. I guarantee you they come again. And then the day I got my verdict, the next day, they opened my door and said, police are here. And I just said to the officer, I told you. And the purpose of this is to drain you. I've come out of jail just over a week ago. I've come out of jail just over a week ago. I've spent every minute of every day so far preparing the film that you watched last night, a mini documentary, because what the media want, and unfortunately I can't do it anymore because of this. Because of this, Mayor Tousi, Voice of Wales, Rebel Media, all these different citizen journalists now come. Now they've been able to lie for so long, so we're going to walk in here, there's going to be an army of mainstream media. They're going to take a picture and they're going to spoon feed you a narrative and a message. And that message is going to be, if you read the headline, you're going to think that I threatened and caused violence to journalists. Whereas the reality is, I was on holiday. I was never, from the minute the riots started in the summer, I wasn't in the country. And when they started, as soon as I heard the English Defence League mentioned, I knew they were framing me for it. My message was for peace and calm the whole time. The Daily Mail then travelled to where I am on holiday with my family. They take pictures of me. Let me read you this, yeah? Because this has just come out.
Going to read it again.
I don't suppose we have to rush that much because they can't start without us.
It's not British
Mail
Airways.
Online, yeah. This is from the Press Awards. I wish I had this for my documentary that went out last night, yeah. Tommy Robinson on holiday. Our photograph of Tommy Robinson.
The press are now running towards
Our photograph of Tommy Robinson stoking the. No, don't stop them. Don't. Our photograph of Tommy Robinson stoking the flames of the post-Southport race riots from the safety of a Cypriot sunbed became one of the defining images of this summer's disorder. They're celebrating that Axel Rudy Cabana was not the defining image of the summer's disorder. A picture of me on my sunbed. I had nothing to do with it. Okay, I had absolutely nothing to do with it. Just leave it, lads. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. So it's frustrating, but they come, they lied, they tracked down where I was, they gave the location of my family, they endangered my family, and what they don't want is the camera being turned on them. So I decided I'm going to turn the camera on them. That's what I decided. Tell them to leave it. No, leave it. Just leave it. Yeah, so leave it. So I decided to turn the camera on them, which is what I've done. I didn't threaten violence. I said I'm going to ask you questions on camera. And for that, in 2025, Great Britain, turning the camera and saying to journalists, I'm going to come and find you now, and when I find you, I'm going to ask you questions. But I made it clear, when I do find you, I'm not going to show images of your family, and I'm not going to show where you live, yeah? Because that's morally bankrupt. That's not what they done to me. They purposely, they could have run their article without showing images of innocent people. There's no public interest in that. They purposely endangered my family members. That's what they done. So, you ready?
Walk on top.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Where are you from? Where are you from, lads? Where are you from? Where are you from? Which journalist are you from?
From the agencies.
Agencies.
Yeah.
Which media are you? What media are you?
Walk and take pictures.
Freelance. Can I ask you?
For the love of God.
So, can I ask you? How are you, man?
Come on, guys.
I'll talk to you, bro. Yeah. I'll talk to the citizen journalists because they're the real journalists.
Oh my God!
You guys,
look at that.
you
Look
guys
at
have already got your media, your news
Look at
headlines wrote already, isn't it? It's wrote already.
Come on, guys.
Who are you from?
Now to help.
Who are you from?
Get the police to
Reuters.
make way.
Yeah, look, can I ask you? Shush.
Yes,
Can
go
I ask you?
left.
Right. Can I ask you? Excuse me. Reuters News. Excuse me. Reuters News.
Bring him
Reuters
this
News.
way. Okay, he's going
Reuters
to
News.
journalist for no reason.
Leave him.
Come on, bring him back this way.
Just leave it.
Tommy.
Just leave it. It's all right. Leave it. It's all right. Leave it. Just
Don't
leave
get
it.
stuck in there. Come on.
Just leave it.
What were the conditions like in prison?
What were the conditions like in prison? Well, Axel Rudikwan is not on solitary confinement. Salman Abedi's brother was not on solitary
Guys, you've
confinement.
taken enough
Islamic
photos.
gangs are controlling every single prison in this country.
photos they need?
And officers are coming under violent
Tommy.
attack. The ones you're reading a little snippet, every day they're getting attacked. For 7 days they stopped my food. For 7 days because I rang my son.
All right, so this is a mess
Because I
now.
rang my son.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Right, let him go.
Where's Wendell? Where's Wendell?
Pardon?
Where's Wendell?
Wendell. He jumped up front here. Alright,
Let's leave him.
Come on.
Yeah, all right, Glenn, how are you, man? You all right, man? You all right, man?
We've lost him now.
Where's Wendell?
Okay, no problem. I think Wendell's gone straight outside. Hey, Wendell's here, Wendell's here.
Go.
Come on, Wendell. Do you know what's mad? You've got all of these cameras, yeah? This is the mainstream
keep
media.
going.
How many of these people reported on the rape gangs across the UK? None of them. And every one of them knew about it.
You've taken
Every one of them knew about it. Mate, who are you from? Reuters. Can I ask you a question? Stop. Just stop. 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 Just get off me.
Tommy.
Stop. Just stop. Can I ask you a question? Stop pushing. You're from Reuters News, yeah? Did you watch my documentary Silence? You did. What did you think?
Tommy.
Stop walking. Get off.
I have a code of conduct. I'm not allowed to say.
You're not allowed to say.
Okay, now we're going to be
Say what
late.
you thought.
Let's take a left over here.
We've got to go in about 5 minutes. No, we've got to go in now. There's a lot of cars showing support to Tommy. We're going. Alright, I'm gonna wait here. He's got the other microphone, so I don't know if you guys can hear him. Can someone confirm? Can someone confirm the live chat if you can hear Tommy's microphone as well? I don't know if he's still got the microphone or if he's lost it, but we're gonna find out soon. There we go, we got a Tousi TV merch. United Kingdom, there we go. Go on. I thought it's still there.
There's my Tousi. Big up.
Hey.
You're ugly in real life, aren't you?
Yeah.
Makeup artist. See how they absolutely crowded him down there?
Yeah.
I walked down to you lot, mate. That was all standing with Tommy, yeah, and he was walking up with him, and I thought, do you know what? I won't crowd him. I'll stay up here and I'll wait, and they all turned up on the corner, just all ran down. Absolute joke.
We were in the middle of an interview as well.
Exactly, of course it was, for Absolutely.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was mental, mate.
No, the agencies.
Your life is got attacked. He just got absconded.
I've got it all on here anyway.
It's his fault. He loves it. He's gone towards them.
Yeah.
Look at, I know. Look at that. Yes. They're all here. There we go. So we've got the supporters outside here. I've lost Tommy now. That's the good. Wait, can you? Hang on. Mic's down. Okay. Hang on. I'll fix it. Tommy, give me the microphone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, or can you hear him, or can you hear both of us? Just tell me. I need to get the microphone back.
Hello, mate.
Hey.
How you doing?
Wait, people keep saying you've lost the microphone, but can you hear my microphone? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Can you hear Tommy? Oh, just me. Oh, he's lost the microphone, hasn't he?
Watch that film.
God.
You're not a journalist, you're a propaganda machine. You're not even here to find the news. Okay, what am I here for now?
He's lost the microphone, hasn't he?
Go to court about harassing a couple of journalists.
And what do you know about that?
Microphone to Tommy, I think he's lost
He
it.
doesn't know anything about it. Of course he doesn't. Have you watched my documentary that went out last night?
No. I'm the
God's sake.
cameraman.
Okay, so you haven't. So basically, you know nothing at all. You're going to come and get your little snippets, and then your pre-written
someone get my
article, which is
microphone
going to allege and imply to the British public that I've caused fear of violence of men. Yeah, that's what you're here for. You're not here for.
Well, hopefully,
Yeah.
will be an
other way.
unbiased
There we
report
go.
about you going into court
You're the ITV.
on ITV.
You know, it's not going to be unbiased, okay? I hope it will as well, but if you want to be unbiased,
That's a
try
video.
doing some investigation as a journalist, because you're not a journalist, you're a reporter. You shouldn't call yourself a journalist. You're here to report pre-written articles. You're here to report an agenda. If you was a journalist, you'd have watched my film. You'd have understand why I'm in court today. You don't even know why I'm in court.
I know, right?
So what are you doing here?
Well, when it all comes out, I'll come out in court.
But no, what will come out is your headline. That's the problem. What comes out is
my
your headline.
microphone.
Okay, and your headline, and your
He owes me a
your
microphone.
headline is
Oh, you
based
can
on
hear
no
Tommy now.
investigation.
Okay.
You've just said that. Okay, these men tracked down my family. They photographed innocent members of my family, then put them in danger. I then said to them, "Do you think I should be able to ask journalists questions? Do you think I should be able to contact a journalist and say I'm going to ask you a question on camera? Do you think?"
See, now I'm not going to be able to get in because of the queue.
Okay, so do you think I should be able to contact a journalist? Say you're a journalist now, yeah? So I know who you are now. Should I be able to send you a message saying I'm going to come with my camera and ask you questions like you've done to me?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
You're meant to be. Do you believe in free speech and free press?
I do.
So you believe in free press?
Yeah.
So I'll ask you again. Do you think I should be able to contact a journalist and tell him I want to ask him a question on camera?
I think you need to perhaps put it through to ITV, the news
Put-
desk,
I-
speak to them like
So I
that.
need to put it through to ITV on the news desk. Did the Daily Mail put it through to me when they secretly, covertly recorded my daughter, my ex-wife, and they put pictures of her in a national newspaper endangering? Is that right? Do you think that's right what the Daily Mail did? No. So okay, so you don't think that's right what the Daily Mail did? I'm facing 10 years in jail for saying I want to ask them a question on camera. Do you think that's right? Do you think we've maybe got a biased justice and judiciary? How am I even in court today? They endangered my family. How are you, honestly, you seem like a nice bloke. How are you been sent here and you haven't even looked into this? Because you're going to now just run a headline, and your headline is total lies. So what you're doing is you're feeding propaganda to the public from the establishment that lies about me as a journalist. But do you know why? Because you're controllable, yeah, I get it. You're worried about losing your job. I'm not. So they can't control me. So I'll turn the camera on you, people like you, and say they're lying. This is how they're lying, right? And that's what I do. And because they don't like that, I get tied up through these courts. Lawfare after lawfare after lawfare. I've done nothing wrong. My only crime, 2 crimes. Being an uncontrollable journalist and being a decade ahead of the rest of the population on the problems. Now I have to get into court because I don't want to upset the judge anymore, yeah? See you later.
I just want to quit. I want the Westminster sign on the background.
God's sake. Give me a second. Sorry, mate, can I just go past?
Cheers, bro. Thanks, lads. Thanks for coming, lads. Cheers. Cheers, boys. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm right, yeah. Next way, yeah? Oh, Wendell, yeah? I'll be 2 seconds, bro. Hold on, Wendell. Yeah, he's there.
How are you, mate? You alright? Alright, now I'm gonna have to find a way to
How are you, mate?
get
How
in.
are
I've
you?
got my press pass.
That's all right.
It's
I'm
press
done.
gallery. But the queue's huge.
Don't stop pushing. Just leave it. Leave it. Leave it. How are you?
We got the Westminster in the background.
Just leave it.
Move over, bro.
Right, Wendell. Is this a live stream?
Yeah, we're live on your channel.
Did you get that interview with that ITV?
got most of it, yeah.
So ITV News have come here. They haven't watched my previous documentary. They haven't looked at any of this. So they've basically come here. They haven't investigated anything. They're going to run a headline and lie to you about why I'm in court. Okay? That is the importance of this channel. It's the importance of citizen journalism. It's the importance of every one of you to share the content, because these guys come to lie to you, and they've been able to do it for a decade. And then when big media when big tech stepped in and censored everyone, they could continue those lies, right? Due to you, the public, sharing content and supporting citizen journalism. There's lots of citizen journalists here today, and that pisses these lot off, right? Because our views are going to far exceed their views. So whereas they used to control the media and they'd lie to everyone, that doesn't wash anymore. Follow me on X, @T.Robinson New Era, and you're already following this channel. Make sure you share it, yeah?
Big up, Tommy.
Good to see you, everyone.
Microphones.
Tommy, can I get my
See you when
microphone?
you come back.
That's me.
There we go.
Have one. There you go.
Where's that? That's me.
So Tommy's now making his way into court.
Okay, come
And
on.
we'll capture him.
I got it back. I've got it back.
Comes back out.
I've got to go back. I've got to go in now. Wait. We got to go in now. I need to. Oh, for the love of God. Right now it's kicking up over there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try and go in, and we'll let you know how everything goes in there inside the court, and we'll come back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.